Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Body Mind Spirit Show. So today I was thinking, what shall I talk about on my podcast episode today? And I'm always someone that surrenders it to God. I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit stuck. I've got a few ideas. What is the message that everyone needs to hear from you? And I just kind of just waited. I hesitated, I waited, I got on with the rest of my day, and then the Holy Spirit delivered it to me, and it was like, okay, this is what you're going to talk about today, Rita. So I'm going to talk about faith. And in a way, it kind of like is true in regards to this podcast. It's like I know I needed to record an episode, and it was like, what was I going to talk about? And there was having that level of faith that God was going to let me know what I needed to share with you all. And faith is a big thing, and it's also a small thing. It's a big thing because it's the one thing that many of us wobble on, because faith is about believing and not seeing. And as humans, we have to see before we believe. It's like, but if I believe and it doesn't happen, then what? And then it's like, I'm stuck. What am I going to do? I'm the silly one. I've believed that this is going to happen, and it didn't happen. But again, that's another area of faith almost gone wrong, because you're not really acting from a place of faith, because you're doubting your faith. You're doubting to go all in and to believe. And so to say that I'm going to stand strong in faith and then have those thoughts come in and then allow those thoughts to take control, you're really not acting in faith, are you? Just think about it for a minute. It's like me saying, okay, I'll wait to see what the message is because I know it's going to come through. But then getting impatient and then like, oh, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. I've decided. And it's like then you trying to take back control and then almost kind of proving yourself right. Oh, but, there is faith, but faith is, it's not as strong and it's not as powerful as it should be. And it's okay to walk in faith, but I know better. And it's that taking back your power and then taking back your control, which often has a lot of stress with it. If you think about you taking control of things and not letting go and believing without seeing, just think about it. Believing without seeing and you having to take control and do everything sounds a lot of hard work on the me taking control than having the faith and just stepping to one side and just let it do its thing. And when the inspiration, the Holy Spirit comes and says, do this, you just do. Life is so much easier when you just walk in faith than when you battle with it and think, no, I've got to get involved. I've got to do this. It's stress. That energy is stress. And you're going to hear a police car go by because that's what happens when you record naturally. And talking of stress, look, that's a pure sign of stress right there. But yeah, so faith is about believing and not seeing. It can be difficult. It's a big thing, but it also can be so small. And Jesus compares it to a mustard seed. You can have a faith as small as a mustard seed and you can tell the mountain to move and it will move. that's a prime example of strong faith. And I just want to remind you all that we live in a world right now which there is so much negativity, so much violence and wars, and my heart breaks when I think about the state of the world that we live in right now. That if you don't have faith, what do you actually have? We need faith more than anything right now. And a life without faith in this day and age is a struggle. There's lots of things going on in the world. There's lots of things going on with young people in schools and colleges. There's lots of things going on, natural disasters, people competing against each other, even on social media, being jealous of each other. There's a lot of pain in the world. And you do need that level of faith to keep going, because sometimes the future does look bleak. It does look like, is there going to be a permanent ceasefire, for example? Is there going to be a conclusion to the pain and the suffering that's going on? All you can have is faith. And if you haven't got faith, then you are going to get stressed. Then you are going to feel burdened. Then you are going to feel down. And you're not going to see an end. You're not going to see that, yes, we can get past this. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I have faith. And faith lifts you up. And you know what? As I am saying this, the more people that have faith in the world, the more we will see a change in the world. There are many people right now who are coming back to God. There are many people right now who are coming back to their faith, because faith is the one thing that we can rely on. And yes, it is believing without seeing, but we have to believe. We have to believe, because what we're currently seeing is not good. It's darkness. It's horrible. So if you haven't got faith in your heart, you're just filling your mind, you're filling your entire being with the darkness that's been going on. And the only way to combat it is through faith, is through believing, even without seeing. So my message to you all today is, start to build on faith, regardless of whether you have faith in a religion, be that whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're a Jew, whatever religion you are, start to have faith in your faith. Start to have faith in God, because God sees it all. God knows when the permanent ceasefire will happen. God knows what is going on in people's hearts. God knows the outcome already. He is already there. But you've got to have that faith and that trust. Come back to your faith. Come back to God. And believe without seeing. There is a hope. And faith can bring you to that true hope, that true strength. I don't have the answers to a lot of things, but I know that my faith in helping people find and stay strong in their faith is what I'm called to say, is the message that I'm sharing through my programs as well as through this podcast. Your faith can open so many avenues to peace. Your faith, even as small as a mustard seed, can tell a mountain to move, and it will move. So have faith. Even if you can't see it yet, have faith, and you will help create the miracles that this world needs. If that resonated with you, and you are someone who has come back to their faith, or you are someone who wants to put their faith at the forefront of their life, even during their busy lifestyle, reach out to me. Contact me at info@ritahurry.com and let's chat. Let me help you, because the more of us that stay strong in our faith, the more we can move mountains in a world that needs mountains moved. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you real soon. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for more motivation and inspiration coming real soon. And if you'd like further information on the services I provide, or you'd like to contact me, visit ritahurry.com or email me at info@ritahurry.com. Until next time, take care.